What is going on, guys? Chris here. Welcome back to another episode. I haven't done one of these Walking Dead reaction slash breakdowns in a few years, but now that the channel's back, I'm going to be covering these again. So this season we had Season 9, Episode 9, Adaptation. It was the mid-season premiere, and it didn't really have a lot in the episode. I was actually sitting there talking with a friend, and we were like, there wasn't much in that episode. It was like an hour and 20 minutes, but I feel like we only got like 20 minutes worth of content. But either way, basically, the main focal points of this story, of this episode, was Judith and Negan's interaction. Negan's, basically, his journey through finding out that, you know, the world isn't nearly as the same as it was 6 or 7 or however many years ago it was. And then more story on the Whisperers, which is a very interesting story arc to me. I feel like it's the first time that the story's actually gotten back towards a horror show rather than a drama show, if that makes sense. So either way, Negan and Judith's interaction, especially in the very beginning, was very interesting because, in my opinion, throughout the interactions, you can obviously tell that Negan cares for her. In my opinion, Negan was at the opportunity quite a few times to where I was like, you know, is he going to just like take the gun from her? Because he could do that, it seemed like. She's a little girl, and as badass as Judith is, you know, Negan is still a fully grown male, much stronger, probably quicker. So I think you can tell that he not only respects her, but like he said also in the episode towards the ending, he considers her a friend, and I would probably say he considers her to be his only friend, honestly, in the entire world at this point. I think he learns that as he goes to Sanctuary as well. He goes there, he realizes nothing is the same, everybody's gone. I think he does prove to himself that he is capable of being who he used to be in terms of strength. You know, like he can still go out there, he can still defend himself, he can still somehow outrun dogs that are only a few feet away. He can do that. So I think he proved to himself that he's capable of being the physical specimen that he used to, even after all this time. I think the show has kind of depicted it well, that he's like kind of lost weight. He's a little bit older, so he's not the young, you know, he goes and grabs a leather jacket, for instance. He goes and grabs a pipe, a shovel, and he's killing walkers, and he's kind of treating, you know, I don't know what he called him, Big Jimmy. I don't know who it was. I don't remember the name, but he's starting, you know, he's treating him the same way, like as he would used to, you know, and he's getting everything set up back up in the Sanctuary, and then he just kind of realizes that it's not the same. It's never going to be the same. I don't know how it clicked in his head. I think he'd rather have something than nothing. So even though he's going back to possibly to be in a cell, I guess that's better than nothing. So Negan and Judith's interaction is basically building a very interesting storyline between those two. I'm glad Negan is still in the story. Without Rick in there, I like Negan's character in terms of development and how interesting and in-depth that character is. And then Judith so far is playing out very well. So the other important storyline, I guess, that's been talked a bit about in this episode is more of the Whisperers. So they capture one. Don't know whether she's being truthful or lying, but you're starting to see more of the narrative of the Whisperers. They blend in with the walkers. They wear their skin. You know, they protect the walkers protect them, but I think it's a lot more in-depth. I obviously don't think this person's telling the truth. I think there is a huge community of Whisperers, and it's a very interesting storyline. Like I said before, I like that it's going more towards a horror genre right now with the Whisperers. Everything's a lot more creepy. And then you have Alden and Luke, who are captured at the end. So obviously we're going to get a lot more detail come next episode on how they handle hostages. So you're seeing how our main people, Daryl and whatnot, handle hostages. And now we're going to see how the Whisperers handle hostages, right? What they get out of them, what their point is, what their goal is. Right now, she even said they were going to kill them the entire time. That was the plan, because that's what people do nowadays. They kill people. It's either us or them. Whereas our main character's storyline is, you know, we bring people in if it's reasonable. If not, you know, is what it is. But either way, not much happened in the episode. Not much to talk about. Obviously, more into the season, there will be much more to talk about, much more to react to. So, you know, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. If there's anything you thought was very important in the episode that I missed and didn't talk about, leave it in the comments down below. We'll discuss it each week. And we will also be doing the same thing for Game of Thrones. and whatever else is coming out. But either way, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Leave a comment, like I said, subscribe to the channel. I just said that already, and I'll see you guys next video. Okay, bye.